Man, did Jerry Springer ruin the culture? Was Jerry Springer even for the culture? Okay? But I think the better topic is the impact. Like, what type of impact did Jerry Springer have on the culture as a whole, man? Let's get into this context. Okay. So the pop culture legend, you can't deny it. Whether you think the show ruined the culture or not, you can't deny that in terms of talk show controversial craziness, Jerry Springer's name is at the top of the damn list. So the legend, Jerry Springer, he was having, I guess he was just reflecting on his career, whatever the case is, and he had an epiphany. So he admitted that his former talk show ruined the culture and hopes that hell isn't hot because he burns real easy. Okay, that last part, I mean, I get it, but I think it's irrelevant to the first part of the statement, so I don't really have to address it. So now, his show ran from 1991 to 2008. It had 28 seasons. So even besides whether it ruined the culture or not, it was a phenomenon right there. Like, I don't know of any long-lasting TV show that would last 28 damn seasons, bro. That's almost unheard of, bro. When I saw that, I had to admit, I agree with him. And you gotta think about it like this: whether you think it ruined the culture or not, for him, the host himself, to admit it, he had to know the type of impact that Jerry Springer had on the culture. Because I would say his show completely exposed the dysfunction of humanity, bro. It is so funny because you could go on YouTube and look up like Jerry Springer's wildest moments and shit like that on the show, and I tell you, it's nothing but dysfunction. It's nothing but human error. You know, like what people, you know, what the youngins nowadays call NPCs, bro. It's nothing but that. It's the type of thing that, like, if you told other people who didn't watch the show that this is what happens, they might not even believe you. But that's exactly, I think, like, Jerry Springer's show highlighted that. It highlighted how crazy people could act. It highlighted what could happen, you know, when people bring their deep, dark secrets out into the open for the cameras to see. You know, was it real? Was it fake? Was the stories fake? Like, were the people real? You know, all of that shit plays a role. But here's one thing I gotta say, because we do gotta give Jerry Springer his flowers. We gotta give Jerry Springer the respect, even though, you know, his show did ruin the culture, quote unquote. We gotta give him his respect. And I say this too. I think Jerry Springer walked so all of these other reality shows, all of these other controversial shit that show human dysfunction, I think Jerry Springer walked so all of those shows could run. So if you don't know what that means, that's pretty much Jerry Springer set the foundation for them. Jerry Springer set the floor plan for them, you know, Love and Hip Hop, Bad Girls Club, all of them other shows. And I would say Maury Povich, you know, the you are not the father type shit. I think that show is also in the same boat as Jerry Springer. Set the groundwork for all of these other shows to, you know, copy the formula and, you know, switch it up and everything like that. Now, what I would say, honestly, is I always say, I give Jerry Springer his flowers, whatever, but I say his show ruined the culture and, you know, Maury and everything like that. I'll put in quotation marks because all it did was expose people's, you know, deep, dark secrets, which they willingly go onto the show to prove to people, or to let people know. So Jerry Springer isn't intruding in their personal lives because they're willingly going onto the show to expose themselves. So that's what I would say. And I say quotation marks because I don't think he did anything that was necessarily wrong, because the people who went on the show are willing participants. It was in front of a live audience. They're willingly going there. So for them to highlight, for Jerry Springer to use his platform to highlight that dysfunction, I mean, he was just doing his job at that point. It's up to the individuals themselves to have some brain power to realize, like, wait, I'm about to go on this show and expose all my damn family secrets and shit like that. Maybe I shouldn't do that. His show targeted human nature, man. I really do think his show targeted human nature. I feel like it's primitive. Our primitive conscience for craziness and dysfunction. Like, and for the fact that some people just love that shit. Some people want craziness in their life. Some people want that crazy, toxic love. Some people want all of that shit. Like, when I say want, they actively want that shit. Some people actively try to avoid it, while some people actively want to go towards it. Jerry Springer show just highlighted that shit. Like, think about it. If you watch Jerry Springer, we would all start yelling, Jerry, Jerry. You know, like, and that was the good, like, I just got hype just doing that just now. We all got hype and happy when people started fighting on the damn show. Or when this person said some wild, crazy shit to expose the next person. We all got happy. That's the inner dysfunction right there. That's the inner turmoil that, you know, we as human beings, we just tend to like. Even if, me personally, even if I'm trying to avoid it, I tend to like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, okay, I can't deny, because he already admitted it, but I don't think he ruined the culture, quote unquote, because he was just exposing, you know, human being dysfunction. It's a mixed bag on that one. I can't lie about that. And honestly, I still stand by it. Jerry Springer, that crazy dysfunction that he put on people's television screens, laid the foundation for all of these reality shows. Okay? Let me know what you think, though, man. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, and more videos coming soon, man.